Welcome back. Blackout.
Holiday edition.
Facts. Day before Thanksgiving.
Let's shake it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it to win. Man, a lot to talk about. But first and foremost, hope everybody is enjoying their Thanksgiving time off early.
Yeah.
If you travel, safe travels. If you've already traveled, hope you've reached your destination safely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the biggest travel day of the year today.
No fighting with the family once you get there, though. I know you missed them the previous 5-6 months, but when you get there, you got to enjoy the time.
That's a fact. Well, let's start there, actually. Thanksgiving etiquette. A lot of people be traveling. You got to have awkward conversations with family members and stuff like that. What is the Thanksgiving playbook to deal with political conversations, to deal with people that you may not really be too familiar with? Like Kanye got that song where he was like, Real Friends. And he was like, I don't know much about the fam, though. I just showed up for the yams, though. Like, I just showed up for the yams, though. He's like, I'm a deadbeat.
Sometimes disconnects happen, yeah.
So what's all right, let's talk about this best etiquette for not just Thanksgiving, but these type of holiday gatherings.
Yeah. No conversations about politics, because you'll be surprised that some family members may differ drastically than you do. Unless it's investing, no conversation about finances. I don't want to hear no, you got it, big dog, none of that talk. Nope, because then when we go outside, take a little walk around the block, you're going to tell me a horror story about how your carburetor cost $72,000. I don't got it. Sorry. And then any potential points of conflict. My favorite phrase of the last 5 months is, you're absolutely right. I didn't see it that way. You said that shit 4 times? Conversation, argument over. You know what? I never saw it that way before. I had a blind spot in my character.
Avoid confrontation at all times, especially
at all times.
Never argue with somebody that's drunk.
Because them drunk conversations, they lead to fisticuffs real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Never go down a path of having detailed conversations with somebody that's drunk.
Yeah, it's not beneficial.
It's not going to end well.
My cousin, after a funeral, me and my cousin almost had to somebody at my mom's house. I was like, yo, you doing too much, bro. That alcohol got that Brown got to talking.
That's a
boy.
Fact. That's a fact. Well, let's lead it on this Thanksgiving conversation. We're going to talk about some relationship stuff in a minute, but going into the relationship bag. Okay, a few different scenarios here, right? At what are you required to bring somebody that you're dating to a Thanksgiving gathering? Is that a requirement? And if so,
that's a privilege.
Okay, so that's not a requirement.
What?
Oh, you said something last week that I wanted to follow up on. You said you only get Christmas gifts for your son and for your parents.
Yeah, I mean, okay, think about it like this. I've been on both sides. I've been a given person, then I've reeled it back in. Usually a person will tell you thank you, but they'll never do the same thing for you that you do for them. It's not about the actual gift, it's the thought behind will you match financial energy. So my thing is like, I'm not obligated to give anybody a gift. Now, if we're in business, cool. Be happy to do that. Keep the relationship strong. If we're friends for a long time, you genuinely send gifts to Xander or me, cool. But just because, back in 7th grade, I believed in a vision when you was playing Mob Deep, and now you here. No.
I'm saying, like, if you're in a relationship, you would give your parents and your son a gift and not your girlfriend?
Depending on how she acting. You saw me go with her to Ghana to get her a motherfucking thing. She was on the out damn near after as soon as we got back from Ghana. What? You act stupid games get you stupid prizes. Stupid. So every little thing I had in my little head I'm gonna do. All right, wrap it up.
So all right. So your son, definitely gets a gift no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Your parents definitely give gifts no matter what. And your girlfriend is contingent game time decision based off of how she's currently performing in the moment.
And I think that should be for both sides too. And if we're gonna be real, if most people are focused on what they receive or they want the most extravagant thing, is usually because they can't provide that thing for themselves, or they want to use you as a catalyst to be able to get that thing. So I don't. But if you're great to me, loving to me, I'll, you know what I mean. I'll be incredibly thoughtful and make some magical shit happen. But if I already have heaven on earth, why should I give you an amazing Christmas if I spent part of my holidays in hell with you? Cool. Let's wrap it up. I'll call Knowledge. He come pack all your little shit up. And he'll bring it to you, and the driver take you. I get you little parting gifts, cash considerations on the way out, so you can't say nothing bad about me. But nah, I think everything must be earned. And I know we're in a simp era for the ladies who trying to get a simp, or a man that doesn't have any boundaries. I'm all for that. Go crazy.
This is an interesting conversation because it's also a financial conversation. It leads to one of these debates online where people have always, for a long time, said like, what's the priority? Like, is it your parents? Is it your child? Is it the person that you're with? I personally would think if you're with somebody, that would lend precedent over a gift for your parents.
Fuck that. That's my personal opinion. You may not be around in a year, yo.
Because how I look at it is like this, right? I'm gonna take care of my parents no matter what. That's a 365, you know, like that's an ongoing every single day, whatever they need. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, stuff that you want to take care of your parents no matter what. But a priority, if I prioritized a gift for my parents over my girl, I don't think that would.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna go well. but in my mind, me familia first, and then everything else is outside of that inner circle.
What if you're married?
I'm not married.
What if you are married?
Well, if you're married, that's a different conversation. I think you gotta have the conversation on if your wife comes first and all that. Cool, but no, my parents are the priority. And for any of you who see this on the clip or in YouTube, don't talk no shit to me because I got enough to do some shit on accident that most men can't do in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Want to be real clear before y'all get to talking. Them little motherfucking Chanel bags and Birkins and shit, I go buy that shit on accident. It won't hurt me one bit. Shut up. But fellas, I'm gonna be real too, fellas. Y'all got to start having some more boundaries too. The shit y'all be going through in y'all household, especially now around holidays time. But yeah, if you're married, I think the wife has to rank equal in family. But if we're just dating or we're a year in, 2 years in, dating is not a priority. Relationship. Yeah. As in marriage or relationship. How long you been in a relationship? A girl I've been with a fucking year can't take precedent over my mom. And if you feel like that, no, for sure. No, for sure. That definitely, no. I'm just saying, just as far as like a gift. Oh, a gift? Yeah. I mean, what if you're in a throuple? You know what? You gotta buy both the baby something. A throuple. What's that? You got two of them. You gotta take care of. Two lady friends? Yeah. Equally. You must account for each one equally. That's true. Equally, yeah. That's the rule. Yeah. And the Thanksgiving, I think is not the end of the world if you don't get invited to Thanksgiving dinner. Big facts. It's not. It's really not. So don't take that personally, because there might be extenuating circumstances. There might be like, okay, you got your child there, and then you're not really necessarily comfortable introducing them to your child yet because the other parent got an issue. Factor. Or it might be, that there's some level of dysfunction that outside influences, like your third cousin might be, and you don't even feel like dealing with that. You don't feel like answering questions, like you still kind of like, want to protect your peace. So your sanctity. Yep. Ladies,
If you have not been invited to Thanksgiving dinner, it does not mean that he's cheating, and it is not the end of the world.
That's true. Christmas, different. If you don't get the Christmas invite, baby girl, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Ooh, fellas who date Latinas, I know you're gonna try and get to hang out on the 24th, but they want to hang out on the 25th too. They got hit for the game. You know,
gotta cook the fish. Gotta cook the fish the night before.
Big facts. Hey. Yeah, if you don't make Thanksgiving, it's cool. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. But Navidad, ooh boy.
Reminder, we said it on Market Mondays. There is 1 day left to our Black Friday sale that we've done. Market Mondays bundle.
Yes.
We've never done this ever in history, and we'll never do this again. Limited. This is only a few seats left. So we have a lifetime access to the stock club. Stock club is where Ian tells you the best prices to buy the stocks and when to buy, and then the calls, and then all of the whole situation. Stock club legendary. EYL University lifetime access. You become lifetime. We've never had lifetime membership to EYL University ever. Lifetime access to EYL University. Troy's options calls, legendary. The app, people sharing their information, they're trading. We got the monthly financial planning calls. We got the real estate blueprint, volume 1, volume 2. 1 million hours of education.
Yeah.
Lifetime access for VIP at InvestFest. VIP, you get a VIP ticket for life. A lifetime VIP ticket. You know, the likes of Tyler Perry has touched the stage. The likes of 50 Cent has touched the stage. The likes of Mike Novogratz. The list goes on and on. Dan Cathy.
Don Peebles. Kenny Burns. Tyrese.
Robert Smith. Lifetime VIP. Lifetime.
Kathy Wood.
And we are doing something that we've never done. We have not done an event in over 18 months for Market Mondays. We are doing an in-person mastermind. Not a large event, small room. Myself, Troy, Ian, and special guest XLE. X will be talking about technology, breaking it down whiteboard style. We'll be going over future trading. We'll be going over option trading. We'll be going over long-term investing. We'll be going over business strategies, marketing. This is for small. You get to ask questions like you're going to be this far away from me. Night before, we got to have a networking vibe with just us and you guys, whoever comes. And then that Saturday, all day education, January 31st to February 1st, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to miss this one, man. So Black Friday.
They offer your trades and investment too. Like the questions I'm gonna ask X about prompting. You do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss it.
1 day left. MarketMondaysDeal.com. Go to MarketMondaysDeal.com.
You're always asking when's the meetup? When can I pick your brain? When y'all going back on tour? Ain't no more tour.
Oh no, it's over with.
It's over with. Ain't no more tours, yo.
Oh, that is over with. All right.
All right. And everybody get their issue in order real quick, but ain't no more tours.
Final call.
Yep.
Final call. So now we're doing something special. Special segment. We had to do an emergency segment because there's a lot that's going on in the world. And we got one of our friends with us.
Yeah.
Maul.
Yeah.
Long time coming.
Yeah, man. I had to pull up on y'all, man. Ian reached out to me last night, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me make it happen before the holiday." So here we are.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what y'all doing, love what y'all doing, and y'all are some of the few people that, you know, if y'all hit me and say, you know, y'all want to sit down and chop it, I'll pull up.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate it.
So this is all right. This is a segment that is vitally important. This Drake situation is just spiraling out of control. And
spiraling.
I'll preface.
It is. Come on, man.
Yeah, everybody knows, you know, we're all huge Drake fans, I think, if they've watched our content. But what's recently happened, obviously everybody knows, is that I don't think it's an official lawsuit. I think, but it's like the first step before a lawsuit.
Yeah,
like
petition.
his lawyers have petitioned the courts twice about pretty much how Universal kind of finagled it in their allegedly to use bots to make Not Like Us bigger than what it actually was. I heard your partner Rory, he did a commentary where he talked about they lowered
the
licensing by 30%.
By 30%. Yep.
So this is an interesting conversation, right? Because most people is looking at it like Drake's a sucker. That's some sucker shit. That's like calling the cops. Man, this is
the timing was bad. We gotta admit,
it's bad timing.
That's what they're saying. It's like calling the cops.
I've heard that, but I want to talk about from the business standpoint. So first, all right, because I know you've been a strong supporter. How do you even feel about even him doing this as far as taking legal action?
I think this is bigger than anybody even can imagine at the moment. Absolutely. I think this is bigger than Michael Jackson suing the labels. I think this is bigger than the lawsuit that Prince had. I think this is bigger than Sam Cooke. This is essentially the artist that has generated multiple billions of dollars for Universal Music Group over the years, and he is now sitting down, what looks like getting ready to bring a lawsuit to Universal.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, he's the most streamed artist. He has the most number ones. Yeah, correct. So what you think? You don't think it's valid that if he's the most streamed artist and he has the most number ones and he's now suing the label, you don't think that's very interesting? That he still has an issue with something that happened? If anything, to me, I'm looking at it again, and people feel like me and Drake are like, we live together and are best friends. I'm just looking at it from an outside lens, and people that obviously like yourselves and myself that understand business. But we can only imagine the type of business that Drake is in with Universal. His deal has been publicized. It probably wasn't even, the numbers probably weren't even correct from what we heard. There's contracts in play, and he obviously feels like, and his team feels like there's things that were, done in this in this quote unquote battle, or this whole thing that directly, conflicts with his contract. So therefore he wants more information on money that was spent. Where was that money spent to? Because it's very interesting. Another thing that people don't understand. I believe his contract with Universal is ending soon.
Well, that was the thing. I saw something where it said, because Lucian Grain, for people that don't know, he's the guy that he's the boss of all bosses when it comes to the Universal side, right? So Drake had referenced him a few times in a friendship way and kind of a bragging way, right? I don't know the exact line, but pretty much like he have a direct relationship with Lucian Grain. But I guess what some conspiracy theory is that relationship kind of soured a little bit, and Drake was about to re-up. And they talked about $600 million, like Luka Doncic numbers, right? So they're like, okay, well, this is an opportunity to actually lower his value. Yeah. And Kendrick Lamar signed a Universal as well. So it's like, okay, we support.
Just signed PG Lane, just signed with them.
Yep. So we support our other guy, right? In helping diminish the number one prospect. So now when it's time to negotiate for him,
we can come in at a lower number.
100 million, 200 million. So now you start to look at it a little different, because it's like, damn, our rap battle is cool, but if you cost me 400 million, I'm gonna be tight too.
I think it may be more than that.
But isn't the broader lesson, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I heard there was a little shouting match that may have happened. We've seen it with the Puff situation. When do we have to realize there's certain people that we can't go against?
When do we have to realize that?
Huh?
You said when do we have to realize that?
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I like feeling like it's nobody I can't go against. Why not?
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Game, bro.
Nobody is
dangerous game, and I love Drake.
Nobody's bigger than the program. But fuck it. Sometimes you gotta, say, all right, well, show me I'm not bigger than the program.
And they always show you. They always gonna show.
They find a way to show you. They start with the defamation of character, right? It usually starts there. Yeah. And then sometimes you come up mysteriously. It was a boating accident. That's the boating accident. That's like that's Plan B. The boating accident is Plan B. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So if you feel like you don't have nothing in your closet that's nasty or that's weird or that's and then all of a sudden a record comes out where they're insinuating that some things that is like, come on, that's not. Oh, this is what this is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can't take me to court with victims because there are no victims, right? So like I put it in the music, spread the message, you know, turn relationships with other brands and companies a little sour. Let them like, yo, listen, we got to stay away from you right now because, you know, you got a little ketchup on your jacket right now. Like we don't really know what's going on.
So do you feel like this was a coordinated attack to tear down Drake's character and standing in the music industry from a variety of different consortiums inside of?
I feel like Drake feels like this was a coerced attack on his character and his brand. This is $1 billion brand we're talking about. And that's the thing that a lot of people on multi-billion-dollar brand that we're talking about. And that's a lot of thing that I think people on social media, you know, everybody's reacting. This is not a lawsuit against Kendrick. And in fact, UMG suggested in their response that Drake sues Kendrick instead of them.
That's crazy.
So that's important.
So the fact that they suggesting that he sues Kendrick already says that he's not suing Kendrick because they're suggesting he do it. And he's like, this has nothing to do with Kendrick. And this is the thing that people, I think that they're missing. This is not about Kendrick Lamar. If you think Kendrick won the battle, great. This is a war we're talking. We're on the brink of a war. This is a music business war that is about.
While Universal owns what 20% now of Spotify, there's a lot of fuck shit that's going on that people are not.
It's a lot at stake. It's a lot at stake right now.
And that's the part that it's important to keep in mind. It's bigger than Nino Brown. People look at it like you said, like, oh, this is whack. When has a black man going against white power structure ever been? Wow. I'm exactly like, I'm saying, like Jay sued Bacardi and got $800 million, right?
Did he snitch on Bacardi?
Exactly.
he called the cops on Bacardi.
Nobody looks at Jay like, oh, that's a whack move, bro.
No, some people do. Some people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much of that.
You didn't hear much of it because it wasn't no battle. It wasn't no rapping involved. But some people was like, oh, he taking them to court. Oh, I thought, you know, you don't go to court. You know, I'm just like, bro, this is not the streets, man. And people don't, this is not, y'all want us to get away from the streets. Y'all want us to handle business accordingly. So when people get away from the streets and build brands and build businesses and are able to sit down and have these $1 billion conversations, then y'all throw in, oh, nah, he taking them to court. That's not hip hop. What are we talking about here? This is business. This has nothing to do with Kendrick and Drake battling each other.
But it's all about narrative. If I could spin it like, oh,
if I can defame your name, like you said,
and now you're a sore loser, and this is not hip hop. If you know social media, all they're gonna see is clickbait headlines, and it's like, oh shit.
But keep it consistent because all right, people feel like he lost to Pusha. He didn't. It wasn't no lawsuit after that, right? Why is there a lawsuit now coming? Why is a petition coming now? Because he feels like there was something else. The business got involved with this battle.
Yeah, the business helped destroy and help.
The business is involved with this battle. The business of, if it's a battle, then let two rappers put their bars out, put music out, and that's it. Like, but now if he's saying, oh, nah, they put money, they allocated money that they didn't even report behind this song, you know, then now I drop, okay, let me drop all of my, you know, data and all these things I got. Let me just upload this file with all these videos and this music. Let me just see something. And people didn't pay attention to that. And I thought that was, and me and Rory spoke about that. Like, this is interesting. Like, why would the biggest artist in the world just drop music and this footage with it's not on, you know, no labels behind it. It's just him putting it out. To me, it seems as if he was collecting information and collecting data to support what is now about to become a lawsuit. Like, okay,
because if nothing charted out them 100 gig, like what?
Oh, what do you mean by collecting debt? Explain that a little bit.
Because I feel like, you know, whatever they're saying the streaming the numbers were, maybe he put something out on his own
to test the waters.
Just test the water. Like, let me see something. Let me see where my value is right now post this battle. Let me see something. Whatever information he has, whatever team he has, trust and believe they have all of their ducks lined up and they feel like they are going to be victorious in this situation. There's no way Drake, the biggest artist in the world, is in this position. This is the same level of Beyonce doing this, the same level of Taylor Swift doing this. This is that same level of these artists that have generated billions of dollars for these labels and these brands and these companies saying like, oh, y'all did something that was totally against my contract here, and I want to be compensated for it.
But at every level, there's different devils for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel no? All right. You said something that was insightful. You said this is going to be bigger than when Michael Jackson went against the music industry.
I believe so.
Michael and Prince, when Prince had Slave on his face.
Yeah, I believe so.
The money's bigger.
Not only is the money bigger, we get access to the information quicker. There wasn't social media. It wasn't heavy back then. We can read the actual petition. We can read the actual lawsuit in minutes as it comes out. We can go back and track everything. I think Drake has been dropping little, breadcrumbs throughout his music over the last year and a half that is going to point directly to this situation. And I just think that it's interesting that the guy that people paint as, the soft, light-skinned guy from Canada is now doing something that I don't think no other artist has the balls to do.
He's going against the industry.
He's going against not only the industry, the label that he has kept the lights on for over 15 years.
Yeah.
So he's really a hero in this situation.
We ought to see.
As far as I just think that it's William Wallace pretty much.
I think it speaks to his character more than anything right now. I think it's like, oh shit, like word, like you taking Lucy in the court.
But for the people, because I already know the comments, they're gonna be like, oh, y'all glazing, yeah.
No matter what you say, you glazing.
No matter what you say, like
these are just facts, man.
Yeah. Let's be real. And
on the table, and then whatever y'all want to say.
That battle without the backing of Universal, like this shit happened with 50 when 50 and Iveen winning each other. It's the same shit, just a different decade.
But Kendrick did fight a tactical, strategic fight and had dope lyrics and dope songs.
Nobody's taking nothing away from that.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody's saying he didn't. What Drake, I believe, is saying is the business did something in this moment that directly
to make it bigger,
tarnish my brand.
Not only that, but I have contract. You think that Beyonce's home would be allowed to put a picture of Beyonce's home would be allowed on DSPs with sex offender marks above it?
Come on, bro. And
these are things that happen, and we're not paying attention to that. We thinking it's just a battle. I'm more than positive that the biggest artist in his world has some language in his contracts where what the DSPs did with that photo was definitely against his contract.
Yeah.
I'm more than positive because again, this is big. This is $1 billion business.
Yep.
This is not the average artist. This is the biggest artist in the world. One of the biggest artists in the world. One of the three, him, Taylor, Beyonce, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
that's the real big three.
That's the real big three. So we want to talk big three.
That's the real.
So this is big three business that we are now seeing. Yeah. This is a big three war that we're seeing right now. This is what happens when one of the big three decides, yo, the labels did some bullshit and I'm gonna make them pay for it.
On the other side, and some of the mistakes that he made when you talk to him, did you ever be like, bro, you going crazy, like fucking everybody girl, so you should stop? Or
that type of I don't get into none of that, man. All of that, that's I stay out of that, man. My conversations are very it's just I don't speak to speak to him the same way I'm speaking to y'all, bro. It's the same type of conversations, bro. Like I don't get into that.
So from
you don't do no messy convo, no way.
You saw Meek tweeted?
No.
He pretty much said like, I'm paraphrasing, but like I told y'all, talking about the bots, because he had complained that bots was he complained that bots was tearing down his image, and Meek, he's had a tough time, right? So he was saying that a lot of this shit is not real and it's internet is fueled by bots, and so he's kind of getting some validation from Drake making his claim, because he's like, when I said it, they said I was crazy, but now Drake is saying it, like, so they're pretty much saying that there are the same thing that happened with the election, right? This is deeper than rap, because this happened with Russia influencing the election, and Mark Zuckerberg had to go in front of Congress. This isn't conspiracy. This is actual facts that this actually does happen, where users are on social media that are not real users, that are very vocal in comments, and that persuades public opinion. So if I put a post up and 90 comments are negative, somebody looking at it's just human nature, you're going to tend to start looking at that post negative, be negative, and that gets the stream rolling. So that happens in real life. Like I said, it happened in the presidential election. So now they're saying this is actually being curated in the music industry. That's interesting. And Drake is saying that that's one of the reasons why that song became so big, because it shaped public perception once the momentum got moving on social media.
And I think that the fact that it shaped public perception, but again, and this is something that I said from the very start of this, love Kendrick fans, support Kendrick.
Yeah.
But him calling one of the biggest artists in the world a certified pedophile, to me, that was like, wait, y'all listening to this? Like, You see what happened with Jaguar Wright just went on Piers Morgan and said what she said about Jay and Beyonce.
Facts.
You'll never see
shook.
Jaguar Wright. You might not ever see Jaguar Wright on another major platform again in your life.
But
hello.
All right, but to keep it in, all right, I hear but there is a precedent in the hip hop where people say crazy shit in battle rap. They call people gay.
God bless. We lost Pac and Big behind a rap battle. Neither one of them ever used a pedophile word. Jay and Nas went at it. Neither one of them.
And even I told him this. If that
don't
shit
play
was
with that
true,
word, bro. That's something
Kendrick would have said who the girl was he was fucking with. Just like he lied about the other kid Drake had. Like, come on, man.
So what's your
this
point
is
about
an orchestrated hit, yo?
The pedophile, you can't call one of the biggest artists in the world a sex offender, and then the label push that record and push that message. They put millions of dollars behind that.
They would have sent a cease and desist, yo.
It's like, yo, bro, like y'all really,
like what?
Like y'all really pushed this message to try to defamate his character. And again, I don't know his business, but I'm more than certain that it affected some brands. Absolutely. And some people to kind of be like, yo, let this die because we don't know what's going on with this pedophile thing. Like, let's just kind of.
Especially after the Puff thing.
It didn't get as much traction, but did he not call Kendrick Lamar a wife beater and a abuser of women?
I think he posed the question: when you beat your girl, is because she's bigger than you?
Exactly. So that's calling him a abuser.
This actual, I believe there's an actual
case
out on that happened in Vegas where he assaulted a female.
That they swept under the rug too for their financial.
I'm just saying, I think that this is out there.
So that wasn't just a bogus accusation.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I don't believe it was. And if it was, I think Drake is on the side of, yeah, but we didn't spend millions of dollars to push that message though.
Wrong is wrong, but like that,
it was a battle. I said some things. Cool. If it's not true, all right, great, good.
Yeah.
But I also didn't put $20-30 million behind this song into the DSPs and all of this, and then have Spotify take 30% less of a licensing fee to put this on.
Talk about that. What is that? Because even when Roy said that, I want to. Can you kind of just explain what does he mean by that? The 30% thing?
Because Lucian obviously is the biggest guy in the music business. Obviously, the DSPs and labels are one. So basically, it's insider trading.
They in cahoots with each other.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's like you're gonna take. They wouldn't do that for any other artist. No other artist do they drop their 30% licensing fee and say, okay, whatever, put your music here. Like
just because they wanted to get it out there so much.
Yeah, they wanted to spread it.
Make it a some of that business is above my pay grade, but like I said. What I'm standing on the side of, and again, I didn't speak to Drake about none of it. Well, I'm lying, I did, but I didn't speak to him in detail about what's happening. It's very surfaced. It's very like, let it all play out. People are gonna see.
Oh, you spoke to him recently.
Absolutely. All of this shit happening. I gotta hit my guy. Like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? But again, I don't speak about things that I speak with guys I know and people I know privately. I don't speak about it publicly. Yeah. But I just gotta. Is
he in good spirits?
He's in great spirits.
It seems like he's bothered.
No,
it seems that way.
It's gonna even if he goes out here and buys a new plane, people are like, oh, he did that because he mad.
Well, I mean, because he cut his hair. He's talking shit about D Rose, and he told them cut the Weeknd's music off. He's making some moves that are questionable.
Yeah, but if I'm not fucking with you, don't play my options.
I embraced you when you were signed to the Raptors. I put my arms around you. The city embraced you partly because I embraced you, and I'm the biggest guy in the city.
That's a fact.
I embraced you. I showed you love when the Raptors traded you. You came to my house and was depressed and crying. Not, probably not physically crying, but you were hurt about being traded. And I was the guy that was there for you, telling you, listen, you're going to be good. The city's going to always love you. And now all of a sudden, somebody's calling me the worst thing you can call anybody, in my opinion, and worse than a snitch. I don't care about that snitch shit. A pedophile is way worse than that.
That's a fact.
So now they're calling me this. You from Compton, I understand that. Not saying you can't be a kid.
Yep.
But to stand in the video and dance on stage when he's calling me a pedophile,
took it too far.
It's like, bro, like
what are we doing?
It's cool to be like, yo, Kendrick, you my man, but yo, Drake is my homie too, bro. I can't do this video, bro. I can't support this message.
That's a fact.
I can't do it.
And that's the craziest part about Not Like Us. It's through Kendrick exclusive license to Interscope. They didn't even put the shit on his album. So how did that song become that big? And why not then put the shit on the album
because I feel like Universal knew that this was coming.
Absolutely. So let's make this
like,
a standalone release, and let's act as if we have him independent when he's not. Shout out to Wack. Wack was one of the first ones, even though from that side, to call it. And then to not place it on this album, why?
I'm of the belief, again, I don't know. I'm just, we just kept getting this in real time. I think that Universal knew what was coming.
Absolutely.
Behind what they did with this record, and probably told. Now, I do believe a deluxe is coming. I do believe Kendrick is going to add more songs to the album. He may, put Not Like Us on there. I don't know. We're just speaking in real time.
Yeah.
But I believe it has something to do with this lawsuit. Why they probably was like, wait, hold up. Because if this song is on the album and there's a lawsuit behind this song, it may affect your entire project.
Yep.
Well, okay. As far as him seeming bothered, he's making him all right. He's going on white streamers platform.
Mistake. Text my guy. Tell him go on Kai. No more white streamer.
Kendrick did an interview with Bizarre. That SZA conducted.
It's different. It is different. He had the white radio saying
it's very different. Who owns Bizarre? I don't know who owns Bizarre.
White person.
I'm willing to bet it's a white guy.
White person.
Yeah, for real. It ain't Elliot.
Kendrick don't talk to nobody. Drake has sat down with Elliot Wilson multiple times, had him in his home.
But when
sat down with LeBron at the shop, did all of that. Like, which y'all want him to go on? Who y'all want to go on? Y'all want to go on Kai's platform?
Kai, you have to.
He don't have to do anything. That's the other thing.
Okay, this is a question.
Right, does Kendrick have to go on Kai's platform?
No, because Kendrick is up right now. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, we not.
No. I'm saying because this is really Drake versus the machine. It's not Drake Kendrick.
It is Drake versus the machine.
When you're trying to change and hurt the perception, I think you got to dig in a little bit deeper into your bag and call more allies. This is the only thing I noticed too. There's not a lot of allies. Like it's me, you, Rashad, Ak, media wise, right? I think even some of TDE paying some of the media to run this narrative too, right? At what point do you call upon allies and go to spaces that you normally wouldn't go to when you know you're fighting a machine? That's my only point.
I just think that we losing sight of the fact that this is one of the biggest artists in the world, and he doesn't need to go on any platform. He has a great team of lawyers. He don't care about. I think public perception, I think, gets a little too much credit sometimes. Like,
gotcha.
Like, okay, in our world, in our algorithm, maybe people are killing Drake. Oh, he's calling the cops during the battle. That's a very small group of people that are trying to push that message. In the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? Like he's still selling out stadiums, arenas.
But do you think his level is the same now than it was 6 months ago?
As far as his star power?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's the same.
He just announced a tour on an Australian tour. I'm more than sure every stadium over there is going to be sold out.
In Australia?
Yeah.
In Australia?
Yeah.
In Australia.
Living a little bit here though.
Okay, so you think, you think if Drake, all right, so let me ask you something. So you think if Drake announces a US tour today that it's not selling out?
I think it's selling out.
Of course you do. Every tour he's done is sold out.
But I'm here in Houston. So shout out to A-Life and 97.9. There's even a little bit of will he get back up and be king again here? And he's loved here. But there has been a small, like, damn, my boy got knocked down type of move. Like, we can't say that the machine.
He hit the canvas.
He hit the canvas as far as what, though? The pedophile
attack.
His whole stature. Like,
or the fact that he's not going on Kai's platform doing the interview.
Well, it's a reason why he's suing, right? He's a reason why he's suing. If he was unscathed, if he was unscathed and he was the same level, he wouldn't be suing.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. We just name people that sue and they're not unscathed. It's just like, yo, there was bad business done here. I'm a $1 billion brand. You can't play with me like that.
So you think that Drake is still the number one guy?
Absolutely.
He's over Kendrick Lamar?
As far as what?
Being the number one person in let's say rap music. Number one person in rap music. He's the number one person in rap music?
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl
right now.
He has the number one
Drake is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
It's not the same, right? You know how many people watch the World Cup? How many people watch the World Cup?
Hey,
I think they
It's
tallied
different.
like 1.6 billion last time.
Yeah, that budget different.
Super Bowl is 123 million
No,
versus 1.6 billion viewers.
All right,
It's just different, is all I'm saying. It's just, what are we talking? That's what I'm saying. What perception, what lens are we looking at this through? If I'm hosting,
Okay,
the
I'll
World
say
Cup is
this.
in my country.
But the World Cup thing, it's playing with semantics, right? Because they this is the first time that they're having a performer. I don't think it's during the actual final game. It's like part of the world. It's like
Part of
Fat Joe
celebration.
performing at the
It's
the
nothing
World
like
Series.
Fat Joe.
No, I'm just saying
It's nothing like that.
As far
Let
as
me promise you something. It's nothing like
what
that.
I'm just
Nothing
saying,
like
the
that.
Super Bowl is standard. That's the standard.
Drake has turned down the Super Bowl
Thank you. Tell him.
I understand that,
multiple times.
but 2024, Kendrick Lamar got it. Look, I'm the biggest Drake fan.
How you know he didn't turn down the Super Bowl in 2024?
Oh, I doubt that happened.
Why you doubt that?
Hey,
I didn't know what happened
The
before
World
that.
Cup is not a singular event.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying y'all don't know if it happened or not.
You all right?
It's all special. I love
Before
this type
Maul,
of shit. So we gotta keep. We
Before
gotta
Maul
put facts on
said
the
that,
table.
I heard that
So you think
three times, right?
You think that right now he's bigger than Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar, you think right now he's bigger than Kendrick Lamar?
Pull the numbers up. Let's see who's the most streamed on Apple right now. Because that's how they pick the Super Bowl performers. They go by the most streamed artists.
Then
So they start at the who's number one. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Some people turn it down, say, nah, I'm cool. And then they just work their way
but
down.
Kendrick just dropped the album. He hadn't put music out in 2 years.
No, but Not Like Us. This is part of the Not Like Us was streaming his
part
numbers.
of the algorithm.
And Kendrick is always streamed well. We're not gonna make it seem like he didn't. I don't want people to say, oh no, Kendrick is one of the biggest.
All right, let me do this. Let's say that you are running Hot 97, right? And this is Summer. Let's say it was Summer Jam actually meant Summer, no disrespect, and you had to pick a headliner. And for business, no personal, nothing. Who are you picking to headline?
I gotta go with the boy.
Summer Jam
Right now, today,
for this summer coming up.
I probably would ask Drake first.
You would ask Drake before Kendrick Lamar,
And bring
Drake has better
Dipset back
music.
out. Hell yeah.
Drake has better music.
that's tough, bro.
Drake
It's
has better music, is what I'm saying.
Momentum is everything.
better
A
catalog.
lot of
He
people
has a
come
better
and go.
catalog, but momentum. He has the momentum right now, bro.
Yeah, but the momentum don't mean nothing in that space. First of all, it's not either one of those guys you choose. If they say they're doing it, it's a win for you. What I'm saying is, we're not gonna act like they not gonna still ask Drake to do it. That's not because I feel like that's what you're saying. Like, yo, people not even asking Drake to perform no more. Like,
No, I'm just saying he's hit the canvas because of the machine. Now, I will say, in the latest
he hit the canvas because the gloves was loaded.
how you fall?
He's saying the gloves was loaded.
No, when we started to a puff, when they want to get you out of here, that's my only concern.
Yeah, but when you know you ain't got no nasty wild shit on your in your closet, you could tell you welcome niggas in your home. Go ahead, find it. That's what Michael Jackson did. I'm a pedophile.
And look what it cost.
The feds raided Mike twice and didn't find nothing.
But look what it cost him.
Yeah, I mean, it cost him his life ultimately.
Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is tricky, man. This is really
Kudos to
tricky.
Catherine and the family.
It's
Like
tricky because he's walking a thin line. He's walking a thin line.
He's walking the line that most.
that's the
never
only
walk.
part
What
I'm
happened
like,
to Ja Rule?
fuck, this getting.
What happened?
Because if he unveils this, then you have to talk about the radio that's involved, the streaming farms that's involved.
I think
and
that's
now
what he's. I think
Spotify.
that's what he's. I think that's exactly what he's gearing up to do. I think he wants to expose
the
all
entire racket.
I think he wants to expose everything. Like, yo, this is what if they're doing it to me, and I'm the biggest artist, and I kept the lights on here for 15 years. Imagine what they doing to the local rapper that's uploading this shit.
So what I'm saying with Ja, and shout out to Ja, that's my guy, Chris, the whole team. But at one point in time, Ja Rule was the biggest rap artist, and 50 Cent came and he got diminished. I don't want to use, but he got diminished. So he became a laughing stock, right?
But that was different because that was more personal. There was personal history between Ja and 50.
But this is personal.
50 Drake and Kendrick don't know each other like that.
No. What I'm saying, as far as the personal attacks and all social media, he's walking a thin line of turning himself into a somebody that's not taken serious.
Because he's taking the label to court.
Not just that. I'm just saying, as far as the things that he's doing, the
public perception.
Everybody hates
around.
When they finally got a chance to throw dirt on you, they going, you know what I'm saying? So look, I love Drake. To me, Drake he's in my top 3 ever in life.
Yeah.
But he there's a chance that he could turn into Ja Rule.
No way.
People forget that the
Ja Rule was never as big as Drake.
He wasn't.
He was never as big as Drake.
He was big,
but nowhere near where Drake was at. Nowhere near where Drake is. Drake is the biggest artist of his generation, bro.
That is a fact.
True, but you are bringing RICO charges on Universal
to the machine.
Diddy was the biggest artist ever, and
no, he wasn't.
No, he was one of the biggest.
He's one of them.
All right, one of what?
When you
great producer,
mogul. Let's say the biggest mogul.
Great mogul. Great
one of the biggest moguls.
He's top big. He's one of the top moguls ever
for sure.
And look at where he's. So anybody can.
Yeah, but Puff had nasty shit in his closet.
They didn't give a fuck about that when they did them deals with him 15 years prior. Everybody knew.
Yeah,
everybody knew.
But when they decided,
they didn't give a fuck.
When they decided to come for him and bring him down, they had
ammo.
So with Drake is feeling like y'all don't have. I never partied with these guys.
I don't have. Y'all don't have that same ammo.
I never partied with these guys. I was always with my own circle and my own crew, and we was in Canada doing, you know what I mean, living life. Like I don't have none of that wild shit on my jacket.
What happens? I ain't gonna say because I love Drake.
No, let's say it. What happens when what?
If all that mob shit come back, there's some shit going on right now where I'm at. That's my fear. You're gonna try and tangle them in that shit that's going on. If you're gonna put RICO charges on UMG, you don't think they're gonna try and spin a block while they're trying to taint your value? So
they're gonna try to do it all. But my thing is, again, I think he knows that. I think that he's prepared for that. Yeah. And that's the thing that I'm looking at on social media. I'm like, when are people going to just factor in if Drake was comfortable and had enough balls to do what he's doing? Shouldn't we all be looking at this shit a little like, yo, this is kind of gangsta on his part that he's even willing to do this.
No, it's risky as hell. I mean, yeah, for sure.
So when do we got to speak to the risk that he's taking?
That comes to the education. Yeah. That comes to people being educated enough to even look past the.
Yeah, but we
past
know,
it.
You know,
and also too,
when we send tweets out and all that, we know we're not talking to just. We know the idiots is gonna pick up on that and comment. We know that.
Fact.
So we can't really. Again, the reason why I support what y'all do is because y'all speak from a space of one, y'all are educated on what y'all are talking about.
Thank you.
And y'all have enough information on things and insight on things to give a respectful opinion. Yeah. Now, I would like to see, because a lot of things that we talk about on social media, sometimes get flagged. Like if we start talking about, vaccinations and shit like that, we get flagged. If we start talking about politics and shit like that, we get flagged for spreading false information. We need to start doing the same thing with business. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't need to be chiming in on business on social media.
Big facts. Especially when our business fucked up. Facts.
We could talk about music and rap. We can give our opinion on who won a battle. Have fun. If you feel like Kendrick, you know what? If you feel like Kendrick won, cool, fam. I'm not here to argue that. That's subjective shit. But when people are saying, oh, he calling the cops on Universal and he's a snitch and what are we talking about here?
No, that's a fact.
And who also paid some of them tweeters to put them narratives out too? Like I've never seen such a well orchestrated attack. For those of you who don't know, it costs a lot of money to make people think the same thing at one time.
Fam, all I'm gonna say is this, dog. People just have to sit back. Number one, this is only the beginning. I think the second part of the petition came out today. I believe there's more coming. Yeah. I just want people to just sit back, pay attention, learn something, and just see how it affects the entire music business. Because again, we're talking about arguably the biggest artist in the world suing the label that he has kept the lights on at for over 15 years.
Yep.
We have never seen anything like this outside of the Michael Jacksons, the Prince.
And also too, when Mike and Prince did that,
bigger than that.
Yeah. And when Mike and Prince did that, were we going into recession or coming out of one? The calendar started to look funny around a certain time before a recession too.
I mean, again, because we're not in Drake's business dealings. We don't know everything that's going on. I'm just looking at it from when you're an artist that big, your business is intact.
Absolutely.
Your X's and O's is lined up, and your team knows what the hell they're doing, and you also know that bro, I don't got no wild, nasty shit on my jacket. I'm not out here doing no crazy shit, disrespecting women and assaulting women. I'm not doing none of that.
So before we wrap this, where do you think this goes? Like, where do you think, how far do you think this actually goes? Think they're going to settle? Like, where do you think this goes?
No, ain't gonna be no settlement, bro.
I think Drake is going to ask for something that no artist has ever asked for or received. And it's going to be very interesting to see if he receives that.
As far as money?
As far as compensation for damages.
Mm-hmm. On the lawsuit side.
Absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
$2 billion?
He gonna ask for a big 3. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask for a big 3.
Well, if he gets look, at that point, fuck public perception. It's been real. It's been real.
I'm just saying at that point, I don't give a fuck what Black Twitter is talking about. I don't give a fuck what Black Twitter is talking about. I don't care what the barbershops are talking about. Yep. If I just sue Universal for $2 billion in my masters and I won, are you kidding me?
And the crazy part, look at this. What percentage of masters do we own out of his catalog?
But I always say this:
he owns a lot. I think he owns all. I think he has all. I think he owns all of it.
All of it.
This is the one thing, and Drake got to be careful because.
Yep.
Okay. Diddy sued Bacardi and got 800. I mean, Jay-Z sued Bacardi and got 800 million. Diddy sued Diageo and they ended up settling for 200 million. The difference in those two lawsuits is that nobody knew Jay-Z sued Bacardi until it was actually over. He never spoke about it. It was a couple headlines, then it just kind of fizzled away. Diddy took the exact opposite approach.
And one other thing you're not factoring in is Jay-Z doesn't have no nasty shit in his closet.
But what I'm saying is that they'll
conjure.
They'll pay you out money, but the public perception is because if Drake wins, let's say hypothetically he does win, right? Now that opens the floodgates. Now the Meek Mill might really have a lawsuit. Now the X, Y, and Z. Now this person that says, "Yo, I got blackballed back in the day," and the music industry. So it's like you can't let this happen because once that happens publicly, it's over. The inmates run the asylum now.
Yeah, I
think he got to be careful.
Oh no, he got to be careful. No, listen again. I believe Drake 100,000% understands that he's in a very dangerous position right now.
Yeah,
I think he understands that. I think that he has the wherewithal. He has the team around him. They know exactly how dangerous this line is that they're walking. I think that he also knows what's in his contract. I think he also knows that he doesn't have any nasty past history of shit that they can try to dig up and create, which is why he was so insulted that they would get behind and put a multi-million-dollar budget behind a song alleging that I'm a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be mad.
And that's the part that I think people are missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the battle. I think he's like, wait, y'all funded this energy and this message of me being a pedophile?
After all I've done for you.
After all I've done for y'all. And the fact this is a perfect timing. This guy just signed with y'all. I'm on my way out and I'm thinking about going independent, which will completely cripple the music business.
Yeah, to fuck up the music business for sure.
So now y'all trying to fund this energy and this message that I'm a sex offender? Nah.
And even for Kendrick, you got to feel bad for Kendrick. They won't let Kendrick go. I won't speak on his business, West Coast. I won't let you, but
but Kendrick spoke. This is Kendrick's first
foray into
of having full complete ownership and control of what he's doing. This is his first venture outside of TDE, and he spoke to it in the battle. Like the thing that was missing from me was my business. I had to get my business.
Absolutely.
J. Cole has his business. Drake obviously has his. Kendrick felt like, okay, I got to get away from TDE to do my own thing and become my own boss. And, this is his first time testing those waters. So Kendrick's stance in this whole situation is totally different. I'm just looking at it like people have to stop being so surface with the shit and saying, oh, Drake is mad that he lost. Just take the L. Cool. Y'all are talking about a rap battle. This is not the URL. We're talking about the
business battle. Yes.
Not URL. No disrespect to URL and smacking all them. Those are I support those guys. But this isn't that. This isn't a rap battle. This is Drake versus Universal Music Group. For anybody that doesn't understand what that is,
financing both sides of the war.
They're financing both sides of the war, and they're in business with the streaming platforms.
Yes.
So people got to pay attention. Let's speak to that. Whoever you feel like won the rap battle, bro, salute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue that. That's subjective shit. Cool. If you feel like Kendrick won, yo, salute. Kendrick is dope. Nobody's ever denying. You can't find me nowhere saying Kendrick is not a dope MC. Yeah. You can't find it. I'm not stupid. He's one of the illest. I'm talking about now. This is away from that. Yeah. This is not a battle. This is a war that's about to happen.
That's a fact.
And I think that's what I want people to start talking about online. Okay, cool. If you feel like Drake is calling the cops and he's snitching and he's mad that he lost, all right, great. That's how you feel, great. What else though? What else are you looking at right now? What else are you seeing that's about to happen right now?
Well, and for all the stands too, I'm gonna be real, man. Y'all be caping too hard for people who never gonna talk to you in real life. At least I can say the boy kind, yo. Like, drop Ken, but other side ain't the kindest, yo. Like,
but it's one of these things where it's like I said, nobody likes a winner, and he's an easy target.
Facts.
Who, Drake?
Yeah,
because you know what it is
for too long.
Yeah,
I think at the core, Drake is just a nice guy.
Yeah,
and that he's not problematic. I mean, Kanye showed us that you can go against the machine and be just fine. He did it on the level where everybody was like, he's bugging.
But they
didn't hurt him.
Away from him.
I mean, they took the Adidas deal away from him. They took the Gap deal away from him.
Yeah,
that's okay. Go look at what Gap is selling now. Go look at what Adidas is selling now.
True,
it's a fact.
They need him. He don't need them. They need him. I ain't seen a nigga wear a pair of Adidas yet.
Yeah, maybe
anybody in the Gap.
Yeah, Anthony may be moving them up, but it ain't like how Yeezy was. No.
This is what I'm saying. So we got to start looking at that part of it. Like, we like talking about this boss and ownership and, doing us. And okay, what I think Drake is doing is one of the biggest boss moves ever. He's directly petitioning for the biggest boss in the music business to come to the table and explain to me what exactly did y'all do on the business side of this. I need to see all of it. Everybody don't have that power. Everybody don't have that luxury.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And I just think that because, he did that, he needs a little more credit. Like, oh shit, because like we just sat here and said, this is a very dangerous line he's walking.
Yeah,
this is the line that Michael Jackson walked.
Years. Yeah.
This is the line that Michael Jackson walked.
Yeah, and can you tell them this just didn't happen because of the battle? This been happening like 5 years or 4 years of conflict.
Of course, this is not.
This is 10 years.
This is
easily, yeah.
Bro. People have to understand again. This is $1 billion business we're talking about. Billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Drake has generated billions of dollars for Universal Music Group. And now he's looking at it like, oh, the moment y'all get an inkling that I'm gonna leave and go independent, this is what y'all doing on the business side. And I already have a contract in place that says this is illegal to do. Oh yeah, run me my bread, man. Stop playing with me. Go play with something safe, man.
Play with something safe.
I need my Billy. I need at least 2 Billies in my masters, and I'm out of here.
Big 3. He gonna ask for 3.
Because let me tell y'all something. When Forbes or whoever or Page 6 drops that article and that headline says Drake wins $2 billion lawsuit versus UMG, I don't give a fuck about public perception after that.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah,
have fun with your think pieces and your spaces and all of that. Have fun, fam. Like I'm saying, I'm in Australia for the next 3 months touring, man. That's all.
Appreciate you coming, my
appreciate
brother.
Y'all, man. I'm glad that you sat down and talked. I love talking with guys that just understand business and get it, and understand culture at the same time. So I appreciate y'all, man. Ian, thank you, man.
Yeah, of course, I appreciate you,
man. You got thank
you for not bringing the glasses because glasses mall.
He got the glasses
of the year.
Right?
No, that's my shades. My glasses. I'm not reading, so I don't really need. But we got a show.
You put them on.
I mean, I'm just trying to get the people what they want, man. We got a live show December 14th at the Gramercy Theater in New York City.
Go.
So it's a few tickets still available. So get your tickets now, newroryandmall.com. And that's it, man. Catch us at New Rory.
We're gonna do our idea, yo. It's been a year.
Yo, let's sit down and make it happen, man. I think we need to debut that party next summer, man.
Yeah, we need more collaborations, man.
Yeah, no, that's we could get that. That's easy, but we need to definitely sit down and try to make that happen because I think it'll be some fun shit for us to do, man, and have a good time. You know what I mean? And bring business minds and black owned brands to the table, but also have a great time doing it. So we need to definitely make that happen, man.
Gotcha. See, and people can collaborate and it not be drama.
Oh, I'm always with that. I love collaborating with no drama, dog. I'm not this problematic guy, man. I promise I don't really speak to nobody. Nobody really see me outside. I'm not a problematic guy. I know I go viral and I'm yelling sometimes and they think that I'm losing my mind. I'm not yelling at Kendrick. I'm not yelling at these artists. I'm yelling at the people in the room, my peoples that are pissing me off. That's all.
Yeah. You have it, ladies and gentlemen. More appreciate you, my brother.
My dog. Thank you, man.
Let's talk about Donald Trump having January 6 charges pretty much dropped. Legendary. And it's one of these things where we knew this was coming. So Department of Justice Special Counselor Jack Smith asked the judge on Monday to dismiss 4 felony charges against President-elect Donald Trump related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 election, making a formal request to end the landmark prosecution before Trump retakes office.
Yeah.
Legendary situation. And this is one of the things, Department of Justice, we talk about this a little bit on Market Mondays, but, no matter how Project 2025 is real, guys.
Yep, y'all want to keep denying it and say they got the little video of the guy who made Project 2025.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got the whole thing, but he got appointed to. He's part of the administration. No, it's a real thing. Yes. You can't say, he didn't know nothing about it. He doesn't know the guys. Look, I don't care if you voted for him. It doesn't bother me. But Project 2025,
why not lie?
No, it is real. And part of Project 2025 is to take entities that operate outside the government, like the FBI and like the Department of Justice, and centralize them. Meaning, right now, the FBI doesn't really, they don't answer to the president on purpose for checks and balances, right? You don't want the president to tell the FBI what to do, and the Department of Justice also. But part of Project 2025 is to have them answer to the president. The reason why they want to do that is because the whole point of Project 2025 is to push a very right-wing Christian nationalist agenda on America. So in order to do that, if one person has controlled power and said power to crack down on things, and if this school board doesn't do this and we're going to go after them, well, that's going to be easier to do as opposed to having different parts of the body operating separate. So it's easier to consolidate power and have one person doing that. And they've already pushed this agenda. As far as I saw, I think it was Missouri, one of these states where they already implemented kids reading the Bible, and as part of their, which goes against church and state. That's part of the founding principles of America. But then the other guy said he's going to order like 3,000 Trump Bibles. He's the head of the school district, so it's already being put into place. They talked about not letting any immigrants into the country unless they are Christians. Now, what's interesting about that is, what do they mean? Do they mean, because all of the Spanish people that's coming into the country are Christians?
Technically,
are they? I mean, not even technically. They are Christians. That's everybody. Latin America is all Catholic. That's 90% of all of those Spanish speaking countries are all Christian. They're all Christian people, very religious people too, right? They got the shrines, they got the crosses.
Some of them got them other shrines though.
So
got a skedaddle.
So does the Christian inflow include them? I don't think it does. I think they're talking about white Christians from Europe. I could be wrong. Who knows? But it's just interesting to see all of this on play. So okay, how do we feel about?
Are we shocked? We tried to tell everyone. We're shocked. I tried to get y'all to play. It's my favorite bar this year. Told you Project 2025 for real. And all the MAGA boys in alignment said, no, this isn't real. You guys are being conspiracy theorists. We were talking earlier. I'm like, I don't even have any conspiracies to talk about because the shit is mainstream news now. What do you do? Nothing you can't do. The purpose of getting power is to be able to have absolute power over everything. It may not be my disposition, but there's a great portion of Americans that have power that feel that way. Centralization and power, just like BlackRock did over crypto that was supposed to be decentralized. One day we'll have a conversation if most of the people who are centralizing crypto, right wing or left. This ain't all happening by accident and fucking happenstance and all the altcoins going crazy. If you get a swell of power on one side and then capital to back the power, money to get power, power to protect money, Medici family quote, this is being played incredibly well at a perfect time. This is crazy, but I'm not shocked at all.
And this is, I said this on Ebro's show when shout out to Ebro, and he asked us about our political views, and I'm like, I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. And then he pushed it a little bit harder. He was like, well, he's like, and I'm like, all right, look, Trump is dangerous, and this is what I mean by this, and I still believe this. Trump is dangerous, not necessarily himself, because I do think that he's an intelligent person. In order to get this far in life, you have to have a high level of intelligence. But he's also a very adaptable person, and he's kind of like a chameleon, where he's able to kind of just move in different directions. Whatever he'll say, whatever he needs to say. But the danger doesn't necessarily come from him directly. The danger comes from people around him, and that's true with all. That's true with anything, right? Like most of the time, it's always the crew. That's the most dangerous part of it, right? You see a rapper, you see it's not necessarily them, it's their crew that's dangerous.
The people around them.
And the people around him are dangerous, right? And they see him as an opportunity because he's the one person that will greenlight a lot of this shit. So it's like, a traditional Republican, Mitt Romney, John McCain, and all of these guys, these guys
Jeb Bush, they can never get this off.
They come up the political ranks, and so they understand checks and balances. They understand, okay, you can't go too far. We got to do this the right way. Donald Trump comes up school of hard knocks type shit, and where he breaks laws, rules, whatever he has to do. He comes from a business world, real estate in New York City, cutthroat. That's where he comes from. It's important to understand his background. Donald Trump comes from New York City real estate in the 80s and 70s, 90s. That's cutthroat, abandoned buildings. People was burning their buildings to get insurance money, all types of stuff. Like, what I mean? Like this, that's
unions and mob ties. Yeah.
And he's outside the circle. He's outside the circle, right, of traditional power of real estate in New York. So he had to actually swindle even harder because he was outside the circle. So who you are stays with you, right? So he's that same person. That's why he calls it like, yo, we just need 7,000 more votes. In his brain, he's not looking at it like it's a federal offense. He's just looking at it like, yo, this is a hustle. This is, what I'm saying? Like, what we got to do to get it done.
I have to do what I got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. So they know that he's the type of person that can greenlight shit. Like, oh, we want to make this a Christian national country. We want to have the all Bible. We want to cut the Department of Education. Just to say you want to cut the Department of Education, right? A rationally thinking politician is not going to go for that. But he's like,
say that.
Huh?
No, they wouldn't say that.
But he's like, yo, let's run it. Like, let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to start to see a lot of stuff, and it's going to get real interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
But everybody that was like, nah, it's not real. It's not really a threat. It's not that big of a deal. Well,
here you have it. And for those of you who ran solely off financial gain, if you're black, mistake. You're going to see things get tougher. Regulations will loosen for banking and crypto, but will get tighter for us. Shit, I don't know if Calendly will ever be able to go public now. It's cool. And it's okay to have commentary and thought, but it's like the thought exercises don't do anything when they're collaborating at the highest level. They pushed in a pro crypto agenda, and Elon made a spot for himself in a cabinet with a position that was never there before, tied to a currency which technically is an act of financial treason. But you can't say nothing. And even in America, how the hell you let a foreigner come in and be the wealthiest person in the country?
Well, that's been the case for a long time. I mean, Steve Jobs is not. Is he
Well,
American?
at least he was born here, though.
Jeff Bezos,
Yes.
right? All these. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah. It's been a long history.
the list goes on.
Don't you know Steve Jobs is not white? They whitewashed him.
Egyptian, right? Is it Egyptian, something like that?
Yeah. So
and then Bezos is, what is he? Cuban or something?
I don't know his origin. Oh, that's okay. I can see that. You look like Jason Statham. I said Bezos been in the gym on that yacht. You got a mega gym on that mega yacht. Hey, what can you do?
I mean, you gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful.
Yeah.
You gotta be mindful.
Troy said this is a real squabble up. Big facts. Like, y'all let Elon come in and take over a bunch of industries. And what happens if he decides to?
Bezos was born in New Mexico, but what's his origin though? Where's his parents from? Let's do some background research. I don't think he's 3 generations in this thing.
Shout out Elon for being able to pull it off and be able to pull this off. And also too, when you can't fight a person who has low moral character by taking a higher ground. Sometimes people like turn the other cheek. That's not the answer in a war. You can't turn your cheek in a gunfight.
No.
A lot of people like, yo, you don't want to stoop low. You're going to get shot not stooping.
That's a fact. And the thing, and also that show that we did right before the election or after the election, we talked about, you know, what would go up in crypto and Tesla stock and all that. You know, it's going to continue to keep going up because they're manufacturing their own ecosystem.
Economy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's what you know, that's what they're actually doing. And it's opportunities, but the rich gonna get richer no matter what.
Absolutely. And if I can pay because I have all my buddies in office to make some of these crimes go away, what? Talk about a perfect, like how to get away with murder. You're seeing it right now. Olivia Pope will be rolling over in her grave right now. Ooh, what? It's perfect. Take the election, break all kind of rules. Okay. What can you do?
In the financial system as we know it, it's not going to be the same over the course of the next 5-10 years because you're going to see so much. I mean, when we talk about the rise of crypto, that's one thing, but when you talk about deregulation, this is probably you're going to see deregulation on it. We haven't really talked about that aspect in detail as far as like deregulation, but Wild Cowboy days, like I see this going back to the Wild Cowboy days of zero underwriting and a variety of different things.
Get tricky, man. Yep. While we can't get anything underwritten at the same time, the DEI was a dog whistle for acceptable redlining of every industry.
Yeah.
Nobody better than I keep asking. Every week I'm asked till we get an answer. Who is the next Democratic superstar to run for president? They're even afraid to build somebody because the red camp is so strong right now. They make Mark Cuban shut the hell up. That's tough. That's tough.
Can we talk about this banana duct tape? The banana duct tape to the wall. It sold $60 million. I think it sold to Justin Tron. If I'm not mistaken, that's the guy that owns Tron coin. Cryptocurrency. I think he's from China. So it was a Justin's son is his name. Let's show the picture. If we can show the picture. Okay. So they duct taped a banana to the wall. This happened before.
Yeah, it happened before.
Yeah, it happened before. And he bought it for $6 million, 6.2 million.
I never want to hear anything about our prices on anything ever again. I don't know. It wasn't a special crypto enlaced fucking banana. Like, I get it. This is probably done for marketing, and I know some people are gonna say for tax incentives. That's not the fucking reason he did that. But I don't want to hear us complain about pricing for anything that we offer. I don't want to hear that we're grifting. I don't want to hear any of them talking points. Oh, shout out to those y'all who be like making them review clips. I found a way how to monetize when you get the hating and doing like your little review. So if you gonna hate, send them directly to me so I can run ads to them, please. My guy cracked the little code how to take what you say put it in truth, and then the 8 other talking points right after. Ooh, I'm gonna run my reverse negative smear campaign ads and ball on y'all. Please send them my way. But no, don't complain about anything that we price. This is like, I know art is subjective, but when you have things like this happening at the height of the crypto market, and pretty soon NFTs are going to take back off. Meme coins are pumping like crazy. All coins are different, but some meme coins are pumping. I know that live video site that was pumping some of those meme coins got they took the video aspect down, but people were doing some wild shit and doing rug pulls on that site at one time. So we're back to the craziness and exuberance that we were in 2020 and 2021, especially on the MAGA side.
History repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of these things I always say, like, when things start to not make sense, that you should be scared. And
he said he's gonna eat the banana. Pause.
Hey, yo. Ancient Egypt at one point towards the end of his run had over 300 holidays, right? That's a sign of a society that is over-indexed in indulgence.
Absolutely.
And then the fall comes shortly after that, right? When things start to not make sense, usually that's when the fall comes. Okay. Warren Buffett has the most cash that we've ever seen in the world. He's stacked up. Yeah. Meanwhile, every cryptocurrency that you could put a name on is skyrocketing right now. People are buying bananas for $6 million.
To eat is crazy.
It's the amount of money that's being spent versus the amount of poverty that there is, all-time high.
How much people are showing off on Instagram. A lot of time, I'm gonna tell y'all this too, it hasn't changed. The people that you see posting the flashy shit really don't have it like that. The ones who do have it, they are tucking it away and not showing it. Even look when Novogratz came on. Very little exuberance. I'm on to the billionaires who come on with the foggy camera, and well played. Well played. Everybody want to post the Givenchy and Balmain and Balenciaga. You're hurting. You don't even have your free time money through Thursday. I see it, but okay.
I will say this. Real estate is at an all-time high. Stocks at an all-time high. Crypto's at an all-time high.
Racism at an all-time high.
Facts. This shit's going to crash.
Yep.
I'm not going to say when.
Go look at our Breakfast Club interview. I told y'all.
This shit is going to crash. So my word of advice is stack your money.
Yep.
Invest your money. Dollar cost average. Play defense.
Yeah.
Don't spend at some point in time.
Amount of money.
Some point in time, the house of cards falls apart. You talk to Matt, and he was talking about when he was a mortgage broker 20 years ago, and there was no income no doc loans, no documentation. You say that you make 200,000, that's good enough. Just sign your signature, and that's what, if you watch the movie The Big Short, when they was going to Florida and they saw the strippers getting houses and all that, and he's like, shit didn't start making sense to them. Like, nah, this it don't make sense. When everybody's having a good time, you should be paranoid.
Yes.
Scared.
Paranoid always survive. I know other speakers will tell you otherwise, but in the effort that they put in their craft, they're acting paranoid. I'll say that for sure. And then we're back to that. It's just the OnlyFans girls now, opposed to the girls who are actually stripping. Even if you talk to those who are in the nightlife slowed up a whole lot. Clubs are damn near dead. They didn't turn every Sparrow into a club. Poppy Steak, Sexy. Every restaurant is a fucking club now. Shout out Jonathan A. Life. Y'all killing. The clubs, ooh, tough. The afties, ooh, tough. Okay. I told y'all a year and a half ago, don't do any luxury spending for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. What do I know? That's why if your girl come with that little Christmas list, she'll mean you well. She got a Google Doc for you. It's like 14 bullets long. Yeah. How do you know when you found a one or a person that you should keep?
I think when your moral values align.
Mm.
And we're not gonna play the clip out of respect because it is a little offensive. But what he said in a nutshell was that a woman's values declines after 30. Now, I don't believe that, but I understand what he meant by that. Looks. If your value is only based off of your looks, yeah, there's a ticking time bomb on that. Because no matter what, men or women, your physical appearance is going to deteriorate over the course of time. That just happens. That just happens, right? So if your value is only based in what you look like, then that's a depreciating asset. Yeah, that's a depreciating asset, right? And there's no way around it. It might depreciate slower or it might depreciate extremely fast. But over the course of time, that is going to be a depreciating asset. But now if you look at it from a standpoint of like knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and raising a family and moral character and support, well, that can actually be an appreciating asset because the person that you were at 20, the woman that you were at 20, you didn't have the insight, wisdom that you have at 30 or that you potentially could have at 40. So if that's what you're leading with, then you actually appreciate. So I think how he phrased it, it wasn't wrong from how he looked at it, but I think that it's wrong in totality because women have a lot more to offer than just their looks.
Yeah.
So when you find somebody that means a lot to you outside of their physical appearance, I think that's somebody that's special.
And treat them right, act right too. Because a lot of times, fellas, you may want something, but you're not giving that same shit out. Then you be mad at somebody else snatcher. Gotta be mindful, yo. Don't take nothing for granted. On both sides, don't take anything for granted. That's why, like, I try to get my all. So if I gotta sign a little release waiver, Lord knows I did my best. And then God be like,
release waiver, you said?
Yeah. Sometimes when you gotta sign a release waiver, you know.
Oh, you're not actually talking about sign. You just figuratively. You don't have.
You're
not making them sign.
NDAs. No. I ain't got that far. I already got the NDA done, so I'm cool.
You making them sign NDAs?
Just
upon arrival.
A lot of cloudy shit out here, yo. It's a lot of cloudy shit. I've been knew you, we've been rocking. I can trust you. Going back to the point earlier, always expect the fuckery.
That's a fact.
Always expect the fuckery. No. Well, when I get to that, you shouldn't act like this because you're a public figure. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But let me remind you, page 18, paragraph 2. Whatever you want to do.
From a financial standpoint, what's the dark side of the meme coin alt craze?
We are allowing there are active pages where people are doing sexual acts to pump coins. No pun intended. Like, this is the part of the interweb.
What happened?
Yeah, people are like, it was a dude who had his girl mouth taped, her breast cover, and he was like, if the coin gets to this market cap, I'm going to show you her body. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all taking come to a new level, yo. And people are just doing rug pulls. Like, it's a 15-year-old kid. They put his address out. See, always be prepared for the fuckery. The market cap went up. He made 50 grand and he's freaking out because he's 14. They found his address, where he went to school, where his mom works at. People not going to play about their money. So, like, I know a lot of times we get, say if we missed out on the video or Apple a few years ago or the last 2 Bitcoin runs, now you want to find an alternative coin to put your money into. I had people hit me like, yo, should I buy Doge today or should I wait? If I'm gonna just hold it for 3 years, what matters? Doesn't matter what the price goes in. And I'm like, well, if you don't care about the discipline to get in at the right price, you're gonna panic when that shit goes down 30%. That's in the asset. Wait on price. But I think the dark side that's not being talked about is people are losing a lot of money and a lot of meme coins that don't have value getting rug pulled. The NFT community is quiet as hell. I remember when they was threatening to sue us because I said it was tied to Nazi culture, and it was. No one talked about how that market fell apart 92%. They asked, why don't y'all have NFTs? It'll be dope, and you can If I know this shit doesn't work, I can't do it. Yeah, I could have made $10 million off of it. Would it be worth my reputation? Sorry, my reputation is not worth 10 million. I'm sorry. Nope. So this is the dark side that I don't think many are talking about. And some people are going to get hurt. At some point, you're going to hear about people getting killed over these rug pulls.
That's a fact.
Rug pull, 2 or 3 million, $5 million. And that shit's not encrypted how you thought. And they find out where you live. They're going to go get their money and your life. Be careful. People are hurting more than they allude.
And it's one of these things, like you said, I mean, you know, once again, all these influencers, you guys got to be careful when you promote a lot of these down altcoins. That's, you know, the She Knew Ebas of the world and all of these things. And it's like, you know, people are going to get hurt financially. And it's one of these things where the rich going to get rich in an instance, and they pump the coins out. It's happened 2017. They used to just pump every day. It would be a different coin. Whoever, and then it's like
Sam Bankman-Fried pumped the whole fake fraud.
You're going to get hurt, man. You're going to get hurt. Can you make money? Of course, but you know, like anything, most people get hurt. So be careful, because a lot of these coins are not worth anything, and they're gonna get pumped up during a bull run, and they're gonna get destroyed.
Yo, I lost 37,000 in Coin 2. What should I do? The stock club is too much. Okay, enjoy.
It's a sucker born every minute. It's a sucker born every minute, and there's always somebody that wants to just get rich quick. So you're looking at that, and it's just like, you know, all right, man. Like, no matter what you say, it's emotion. So this happens every couple of years. The NFTs, the altcoins, the metaverse, people buying real estate, $500,000 house in the metaverse. How much is that worth?
Right next to Snoop. Okay.
How much is that worth now?
Won't even get dapped up by Jake Paul. You bought a $2 million house right next to him. Okay. But the virtual land is unlimited, but it got a value because by who's by it. Okay. You can't be this fucking dumb. Or maybe. That's why your girl bring that long ass Christmas list to you and you go fulfill that shit and she leave January 18th. We need some time apart. Like, I feel like the gifts, this the fraud. The gifts don't mean everything if you don't have time. You done bust your ass your whole year, did 2 pump and dumps and bought a damn Chanel bag like an idiot. Now she's going to tell you don't have no time, and then you give her the time and she don't want to be close to you. Boy, financial discipline is key, yo. Key. Fellas, also, you can't buy her something she can't afford for herself because she's going to fuck it up anyway. The repair on them Dior bags, you know what I mean? You got to
say wait. Say that again. You said, rule of thumb, you shouldn't buy a gift that somebody can't afford for themselves?
No. You shouldn't. For what? Anytime one of them asks me, hey, can I get this? Can you get it? I'll be happy. Even if you had one, I'll go get you another one. I'll go get you the other colorway. You had a Dooney and Burke. What you need a maxi for? What? You went right to TJ Maxx or Ross and got that old ass Dooney that looked like a Louis. Nah. Can't do it. Can't do it. No, you can't drive my car if you can't afford the repairs if you mess it up. No. Sorry. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna fix it.
So only buy gifts that somebody can buy themselves.
I've done it the other way. Mistake. Didn't work. Yep. If it's in your bracket, I got you. And when you get to go on, I want the exclusive Hermes, Cardi B. No. You don't got 12 plates in here. Sorry. These are just jokes written by Ian. It's not reflective of Earn Your Leisure, Troy, Rashad, Earn Your Love, Invest Fest, or Market Mondays Mastermind. Hey, just me. Shout out to my babies, though, that I've done well for. Especially after I let y'all go too, Lord. Oh my gosh, you were not that bad. Like, I see things your way. I bet you do.
I bet you do.
I bet you do, baby.
How do black men gain power when neither political party cares about us?
Real answer is you don't. It's over with. We got the House, Congress, fucking president, and they got other countries who have MAGA presidents that nobody's talking about. It's over with, bro. We tried to get everybody in formation, and y'all let some numbnuts who wanted to act like us, and then y'all said we arrogant for defending our territory, trying to defend y'all from scam artists. There's no unity in our community, even amongst the celebrities. A lot of them don't get along, and they don't give a fuck about the common person. That's why a lot of them are not saying anything. A lot of the blocking of the ideas that could help Black people get blocked by the people that are up top, that are celebrities. No, you can say all you want to about Puff. He did try. Shit. Outside of that, very few. Very few. So how do we get power? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we want power. It's been probably since the 80s. We haven't wanted power. Is it by design? Yes. Through redlining and drugs being introduced in harsh sentences, yes. But this era, I don't think most want power at all. What do I know? Just a Black man. Now, Black women, different conversation. I'm not a Black woman, so I can't speak for Black women, but I think the power consortium can be done through Black women more so than they can Black men. And stop saying I'm pandering. I don't need to pander. Women in real life never needed to pander. So please go check my background resume. I asked your girl what she think of me. These are just jokes, but go ask. Ain't no need to pander. All the pander dudes broke. And like when you see them dudes who be pandering in their cars and on them YouTube shows, they women look like trash in real life. The pandering play don't work. So y'all literally killed Kevin Samuels for telling the truth. I'm gonna shut up and start lying too next year. Charleston White, we need you on the show. Dr. Umar, need you on the show. Corey Holcomb, need you on the show, my boy.
Oh man,
Tupac Shakur, if you out there, hey,
Tupac back
for real. Drake, hit somebody line. You need some help, boy. And if I'm gonna say this too, if Lil Wayne and Kendrick go at it and Kendrick kill Wayne, it's over with. I'm so afraid. I love Wayne, one of the best rappers ever. 2024 Wayne, not 09 Wayne.
But Wayne's never had a battle though.
He was talking some shit to Hove.
One side, Jay kind of responded in a typical Jay manner, but when Little Wayne is not battle tested. Respect.
I'm 44. You 44. I'm 24. I'll kill you. Get out when I'm 44. The 4. He was going crazy on Jay, and then turned around and needed him.
Respect to Wayne. Salute. He's one of the greatest. But I'm just saying, he's not. I mean, it's not a diss. He's not battle tested. He's never been in. He's dissed Jay-Z before, but he's never been. He's never been in a battle.
I mean, 50 had a couple of small back and forths too, but nothing like a mass scale. Yeah. Crazy. Be careful. If Kendrick killed both of them, that's gonna be a sad day. I don't want to see that.
I guess Lil Wayne's not coming out of the Super Bowl now.
It's over with. That was the play I was worried about. Kendrick bringing Wayne out being petty. Wayne fucked that up. No.
Well, Kendrick, I don't think he even care. Kendrick probably don't even care, man. That dude is just like he's on one, bro. He's on one.
Different kind of mind, big sniper.
But that's 48 laws of power destroyed completely. That's important. Like you kill an ant with a sledgehammer, and that goes back in business. And that's one of the things that at the highest level of business, that's what they really do is eliminate their competition to the point where they can never come back ever.
Yeah.
Because if you leave, if the worst thing that you can do is halfway kill somebody, 50 Cent's a perfect example of that.
It's a mistake.
When you take somebody to the edge and don't push them over, you risk them coming back even 10 times stronger because now they have built up trauma, anger, aggression, and that's why in the 48 laws of power it says destroy completely. We gotta have a whole blackout show about the 48 laws of power because it's insightful. But destroy completely. Don't let your enemy up. And it's like that's one of these things. If you don't finish the job, the job will finish you.
And I love Drake dearly, but for everyone who keeps saying, why keep kicking the man when he's down, I keep telling y'all that's the best time to kick somebody. Stay. If Drake can't find a hit to put out, and you have that broccoli hit and TV off and a couple others, the little slap with Sizzle, I said, oh, okay. He's another one. He listened to every He's not going to drop an album. No commercial success. Mr. Morale was born. He turned, okay, great. All party. And the crazy part, this is not even a real album that such and such said that he had in the tuck full of disses that was slaps. Tough. Another album probably week of Super Bowl. Come on, man. Gotta get the sweatshop back together. Call McConan. Somebody. They didn't got it to a point where Thug won't even put out the song him and Drake got. They recorded. Like, bro, come on, man. Shit. But you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
That's a fact.
Be a diplomat too. Only go to war with people you know you can kill.
The facts. Yep. Destroy completely or avoid.
Absolutely.
No in between. Avoidance. Yep. Avoidance first. Destroy completely second. Don't halfway fight. Don't try to fight and then, say, okay, this is enough.
No. Oh, fellas, if you got one girl who punctual and one who late on Thanksgiving, the one that's punctual, bring it through early, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Nana, wrap it up. Let the little drunk uncle get mad, cause a fight. You send her home. You don't want her to be in this kind of environment. Let the late shorty come through 8. This is great. Flight lands at 8. Pow pow. So yeah, I ain't gonna have my little babies together for Thanksgiving. Christmas maybe though. Group pajamas.
Group pajamas?
Maybe.
That's what you're gonna do?
Maybe. Break the internet. Let me send the text up. Maybe. Man. Like a little group pajama pic, like the whole little vibe for Christmas and break the internet, or I can put the emoji over the face. You know what I mean? Let me know. Wow. I say what I want to. I keep it real. Ooh, love it. Lover boy era still in effect, but a lot of love to give out. Oh,
it's the only thing
in the bed with the new ones, boy.
It's the only thing that they're just too little of in this world, man. It's what the world needs now. It's love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's
love
just
makes the world go round.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
love. Love is God's favorite word.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if y'all have somebody y'all think would be,
I'm
gonna be a terrorist 2025, y'all.
Oh, it's you turn it up.
I don't know. I just say this for performance reasons, Who knows? Miami gonna be a good time. Oh, me and my little Miami baby got into it. Oh, I have to put on ice. Damn, wrong time. Are you going to Art Basel with the guys? Yep, sure am. Won't be there.
Art Basel. I'm glad you said that. I forgot to mention that. Art Basel, December 5th, will be on our way. Free event, but you must RSVP. Go to earnyourleisure.com. RSVP space is very limited. Art Basel. My favorite time of the year.
Absolutely. What a time.
To be alive.
Yeah. Drake, hit somebody's phone, bro. You got the whole world against you. It's just us and Act rocking with you. Okay. Make that call for us. Too late.
Please.
Yep. Crazy part, he a good guy. That's the crazy part.
Who?
Like the narrative they get painted online versus it's like, damn, okay.
Drake? Yeah, man.
He cool.
Shout out to Toronto.
Yeah, shout out to Toronto.
Well, yeah, I like the Kendrick Lamar album. Like I said, it kind of grew on me. I give it a 7. But I definitely think that when I seen somebody said it was better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I was like, bro, stop.
No, yeah, that's doing too much. Instant classic, his best body of work.
Like it's not touching damn.
No, you gotta stop. You gotta chill.
Damn, fire! Like what?
You gotta chill. I do like that he put on a bunch of West Coast artists. He's one of these people. I think he's like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, Jay-Z always acts like he doesn't know what's going on, but he's like tuned in through like, you know, everything. I think Kendrick Lamar's, because like you said, he met all the criticism. Academics was like, yo, he's not gonna put none of these people on stage on any of his records.
And turned around and put I was like, who is this? Oh, he from this. Da, da, da. I'm like, damn, for real. He went and got local rappers that was like popping, and they sound great on the project. Smart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Your biggest haters will tell you exactly what to do to beat them.
Facts.
Now, if you come back and not go get all the big features on the next album, what y'all gonna do?
That's a fact.
Stop.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Black Friday bundle. Market Mondays never been done before. We are running this for one more day. It gives you lifetime access to Stock Club. It gives you lifetime access to EY University, and it gives you lifetime VIP access to InvestFest, and it gives you access to an in-person mastermind, the only one that we've ever done. EYL, Ian Dunlap, and special guest XLE, the tech wizard.
Brilliant.
She will be breaking down artificial intelligence like nobody else can. Brilliant mind, in-person experience. January 31st, February 1st. If you buy the package and you can't make it in person, we'll live stream it.
Yeah.
MarketMondaysDeal.com.
Or you could buy a banana for $6 million. Man, that was my first thought. If a banana worth $6 million, what is Stock Club in this bundle worth? I'm gonna get right on Claude Sonnet 3.5. Tell me the valuation of this. The nutritional value is way higher in this, and the return way higher.
All right,
Alpha may come back next year. I'll break the internet. I'm gonna charge $700,000 to try to train. Just be annoying.
That's a fact.
Oh, and shout out to all the businesses that told people what to do in 2020 to 21, and that shit don't work anywhere. The next wave that we get, can we get people that are actually like professionals in what they do, and the result has worked out for them? Please, hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking, that would be great.
Been real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Fight the power. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Tell us. Send that text now. It's a little intimate gathering with the family. It's no need, But we're gonna have our own holiday together.
Our own holiday.
Own holiday after. Look, DeVale and Christina Milian got a movie out. Y'all got a little movie time. Hot Cocoa, or Punctual Girl, Divergence, Late Girl. Split them up.
Split it up.
Yep.
Split it up. Diversify your portfolio.
Have to.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's been real. We'll see you guys on the other side. Oh, and we having a merch sale too. If you're interested in buying any merch, you can go to earnyourleisure.com and enter Friday for some discounts on t-shirts, hoodies, and sweatpants if you're in the merch. All right. It's been real. We will see you on Monday.
Yes.
No EYO episode this week. Watch the replays of everything. We'll see you on Monday for Market Mondays. We got a special surprise treat for that too. So over deliver strategy.
Have to
stay safe out there. Drink some eggnog, and don't
fight with your loved ones or significant other.
Please. Yes. All right, guys. Been real.
Love y'all.
Love.